Chloe believed love was built on trust, patience, and loyalty. She had married Zane, a young, ambitious man with a promising future. He was calm, intelligent, and focused everything Chloe had prayed for. Together, they built a peaceful home in a quiet town, where laughter filled their mornings and hope lived in their plans. Chloe's heart was soft to soft sometimes. She believed kindness never returned empty. Then came Trisha. Trisha was Chloe's childhood best friend, the kind of friend who knew your secrets, your fears, and your scars. When Trisha called one evening, her voice trembling, Chloe didn't think twice. She had just moved into town, no job yet, no place to stay, no one else to call. Chloe listened to her friend's pain and immediately pleaded with her husband. At first, Zane refused. "Our home is small," he said. "We just started our life together." But Chloe begged. She reminded him of loyalty, of friendship, of how she would feel if she were in Trisha's shoes. Reluctantly, Zane agreed. 1 month, he said firmly, nothing more. Trisha moved in with gratitude on her lips and promises in her mouth. She was given the spare room and treated like family. At first, everything seemed fine, but slowly, things began to change. Trisha's dressing became different, too intentional, too revealing for comfort. She laughed loudly at Zane's jokes, even when they weren't funny. She found reasons to be in the same room with him early mornings, late nights, moments that didn't need her presence. Sometimes, Chloe would walk into a room and feel like she had interrupted something she wasn't meant to see. Trisha would brush past Zane unnecessarily, sit too close, speak too softly, smile too long. Even during moments meant for husband and wife, Trisha always seemed to appear asking questions, requesting help, inserting herself where she didn't belong. Chloe noticed, and Chloe warned her. "Please respect my home," she said gently but firmly. "That is my husband." Trisha laughed it off. "You're imagining things," she replied. "You're my sister." But Chloe wasn't blind. She confronted Zane too, asking him to send Trisha away. "She's changing," Chloe said. "She's crossing lines." Zane sighed. "She'll leave once she gets her own place," he replied. "Be patient." Patience, Chloe didn't know, was slowly breaking her heart. Then came the lies. One weekend, Trisha called Chloe excited. "I'm visiting my parents," she said. "I'll be gone for a week." The next morning, Zane announced his own plans. "I'm going on a business trip," he said casually. "Just a week." Something shifted in Chloe's chest. The timing was too perfect, clean, to rehearse. Days passed, nights grew longer, and Chloe's mind refused to rest. She suspected, but suspicion without proof is a heavy burden. So she stayed calm, quiet, observant. 7 days later, Zane returned. On the 8th day, Trisha came back too, smiling, relaxed, unbothered. That was when Chloe decided she needed the truth. One afternoon, Chloe announced she was going to the market and would return in an hour. Before leaving, she quietly placed hidden cameras in the living room and her bedroom, just enough to confirm what her heart already knew. She didn't go far. She went to her neighbor's house and waited. Inside her own home, Trisha and Zane believed they were alone, safe, and free to carry out their intimate actions. 30 minutes later, Chloe returned. Her hands trembled as she checked the recordings. What she saw didn't need words. The way they looked at each other, the comfort, the familiarity, the betrayal written in their silence. Her knees gave way, her chest burned, her heart shattered quietly, because sometimes pain doesn't scream, it suffocates. The two people she trusted most had turned her home into a lie. Chloe didn't shout. She didn't fight. She didn't beg. She packed her dignity instead. That night, she confronted them calmly, played the recordings, and walked away from the marriage she once prayed for. Zane lost everything: his home, his peace, his reputation. The promising future he once had collapsed under his own choices. Trisha lost more than a place to stay. She lost a friend who would have given her the world. Trust once broken never returns the same. Chloe left town, but she didn't leave broken. She healed, she rebuilt, she chose herself. Years later, Chloe was stronger, wiser, and happier, proof that betrayal can wound you, but it doesn't have to end you. This story teaches us some very important lessons. First, your home and your marriage are sacred. Protect them fiercely. Not everyone who smiles with you is your friend, so be careful who you let into your private space. Second, trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Don't let anyone gaslight you into thinking you're imagining things. Your feelings are valid. Third, never sacrifice your peace of mind for someone else's comfort. Chloe begged her husband to let Trisha stay, not knowing it would be the beginning of her pain. It's okay to say no, even to a friend in need, if it means protecting your own home. And finally, to anyone who has been betrayed, remember Chloe's strength. Your worth is not defined by someone else's disloyalty. You have the power to walk away, to heal, and to rebuild a life that is even better than before. Choose yourself, always. Thanks for watching. If this story touched you, please subscribe, like, and share. And don't forget to follow Seach Tales for more stories like this. See you in the next one.